Okay, first things first on the PTR. Let's have a look at the dungeon journal. That's always my favorite thing to look at. Amirdrassil, the dream's hope. And a picture, not of Amirdrassil, but of course not, because that's the Firelands. Gnarlroot. Once a devoted protector of the Emerald Dream, this former ancient has been ravaged by flame and now only seeks to destroy. Oh, shit. Okay, good. Fine. Looks like a typical kind of first boss. Don't mind if I do. Igira the Cruel. Oh, really? Another one of these? Really? Hands up if you were thinking, dude, what I really want in the new raid is another Jaredin. Oh, I tell you what I hope's in the new raid. Oh my god. I tell you what, if there's no Jaredin in the new raid, I am gonna fucking riot, friend. Anyone? Anyone thinking that? Was anyone like, yo, there better be some fucking Jaredin in my new raid, otherwise shit is gonna go down. Don't even fucking look at me unless you're bringing a Jaredin with you. I don't even get out of bed for the new raid unless there's a Jaredin in there. I mean, driven by cruelty, Igira is able to forge devastating weapons from the screams of her enemies. Within the verdant realm of the Emerald Dream, the torturer seeks to expand her arse. Annul. Cool. Sounds good. Just, you know, not particularly inspired by the fact that it's a Jaredin, that's all. She's just trying to live her best cruel life, exactly. Leave her be. Volocross. Ah, he looks quite happy to me. Oh, wait, a head and a tail? Excellent. It is said that Volocross, the lava serpent, is so vast that no creature has lived long enough to see him in his entirety. The gargantuan viper now coils himself around the Emerald Dream to devour it whole. Well, I'm expecting brilliant things. Council of the Dreams. A bear. A centaur. And a Fey dragon. Okay. Now, forgive me if I'm not particularly intimidated. Let's see what they are all about. The Council of Dreams is steadfast in their duties as defenders. Pip employs lethal trickery to confound his victims, while Urktos relies on brute strength to demolish his enemies. Irwin uses her wisdom and cunning to dominate the field and guide her fellow council members. Or Dryad, sorry. Dryad. I meant to say Dryad. At 100 energy, each council member unleashes Blinding Rage. Urktos enters a Blinding Rage. Physical damage to all players every 2 seconds for 20 seconds. Shit. This effect grows in intensity by 5% with each pulse. Shit. Well, luckily we're not doing cooldowns for healing anymore. Upon reaching 100 energy, Erwin conjures vines and lashes out at players, inflicting nature damage every 1 second and decreasing that. Well, so, I mean, you don't want it going off at the same time, right? And you need to kill them all at the same time. Okay, good stuff. Larodar, Keeper of the Flame. Oh, so he's the guy in the new cutscene that I've seen on Wowhead, right? A Dream Seed. A Fiery Treant. And Scorching Roots. Okay, but this is what... I'm all about Loradar. He looks cool. Once a faithful protector of the grove, Loradar succumbed to the power of the flame. Now the Twisted Guardian is bent on reducing the dream and any who stand in his way to ash. Cool. It's very fiery so far, isn't it? Okay. Naimu, Weaver of the Cycle. Naimu was placed in this verdant realm by Aenar when she and Freya shaped the dream. In Wellspring Temple, they enforce and protect the ordering of the Emerald Dream. Now, I don't want to be a dick, but the ordering of the Emerald Dream is like a bit of an oxymoron, isn't it? I mean, I'm just saying... The whole point of the Emerald Dream is that it's meant to be wild and unkempt and uncontrolled. Or is it? Yeah, I know. But I want it to be. No, I get it. Titans, they like ordering, right? Yeah, I know. I know. Okay. A lot of people are like, why are we going to kill her? She looks cool. She should be on our side. And it's like, clearly, this is one of those knock some sense into them bosses, not one of those murder them bosses, right? This is like Cenarius, you know? We don't kill every boss we fight. Quite a lot of the time, we just knock some sense into them. This is like Anduin, right? This is like all those guys. Not Ursok, we did actually kill him. But a lot of the time, we're able to knock some sense into them. Like Agramar. Snap out of it, chum. That's what we'll be doing. Pronounce Nimue, the Lady of the Lake. Oh, I see. That's interesting. Smolderon. This does not appear to have a model. As the new Fire Lord... Why does Smolderon not have a model? As the new Fire Lord, Smolderon unleashes the power of the Firelands to expand his domain and incinerate the Emerald Dream. Why is Smolderon here? Will it be explained properly? Who knows? Tyndall, Sage Swift, Seer of the Flame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Oh, yes, there's Flaming Owls. Oh, yes, there's Flaming Moonkin. Oh, yes, there's that Treant again. He's in, like, every other fight. All right. Obsessed with restoring immortality to the Kaldorei, Tyndall Sage Swift allied with Firak. On the cusp of Firak's victory, the Seer of the Flame stands against the champions of Azeroth, ready to ensure Amirdrassil is reborn. In flame. This is the dragon riding boss. Yeah, but it won't be completely a dragon riding boss, will it? It's a boss with some dragon riding in it, I think. As a master shapeshifter, Tyndall assaults players in various druid forms. In his humanoid form, Tyndall roots players with mass entanglement and bombards players with falling stars. This is Moonkin, right? Shapeshifting into his Moonkin form, Tyndall unleashes Sunfire on all players and summons Fire Beam that scorches the platform. Sounds cool. As the Treant of the Flame, Tyndall pulses suppressive Ember and sears players with Tranquility of Flame. Becoming the Owl of the Flame leaves behind Empowered Feather. Falls from Tyndall's owl form, enabling players to jump on their dragon riding mounts, allowing players to take to the sky on their dragons. So it's phase 4 of a 4-phase fight, the dragon riding bit. Cool. Sounds good. I wonder how important the dragon riding will actually be. Oh, and intermissions. Yeah, that's probably right. He probably like flies from platform to platform for each phase, doesn't he? You're probably right. Yeah. So I wonder how important the flying will actually be, or if it's just a way of getting from place to place. Sounds like he's gonna, it'll be one phase, then he'll fly to a platform, you'll follow him. Then he'll fly to another platform, you'll follow him. Yeah, so I don't think the flying is going to be very important, but it's still cool. You know, still cool. In Mythic, some players will have to dragonfly during the fight. Oh, cool. Well, that sounds cool as well. A shame it's not in every difficulty. And then Firak the Blazing. We don't have his model, which is a shame. But his like humanoid model. Because we know he's got one. Engorged with the power of Shadow Flame and wielding the legendary axe Firalath, Dreamrender, Firak now prepares to feast on the energies of Amirdrassil itself, remaking the world in flame. Well, is there a map that I can look at here? Is there a map of this? No, it doesn't look like there is. Shame. I would love to see how much of this raid is actually set in the tree and how much of it is actually set in the temple. At the moment, and this, I was saying this last night, this isn't like a proper criticism, because this is like, there are some things which I think are a proper criticism of this, but this is not one. This is like a purely subjective and very personal thing. But I was kind of hoping that the entire raid was going to be set on the tree. And that we would be protecting the tree. Like against a siege or something. I was kind of hoping the bosses would come to us. You know? Or like we would be fighting our way up the tree or something. It is? I don't think it is. No, not like Hijal. It doesn't have to be like Hijal. I don't think, and I think the majority of the raid appears to be set in the actual like temple. And from the pictures I've seen, the penultimate fight with the flying around is like around the tree, and the Firak fight is the only one that actually happens on the tree. Well, it looks like the penultimate one happens on the tree as well. I'll take that back, sorry. It looks like the penultimate one and the final, like 2 of those fights happen on the tree. Maybe they thought it'd be hard to do unique boss rooms that way. What, so we just get rooms inside a temple instead? Yeah, very unique. It would be unique because we haven't had a tree set, we haven't had a raid set on a world tree before. It's okay to have a consistent theme throughout a 9-boss raid. I just feel like when you ever going to have a chance to have a raid set on a fucking world tree? Fighting your way through the temple kind of makes it feel like you're catching up with them. And I'd like... there's a difference between catching up with people and defending against them. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? It's still a baby tree, though. It hasn't finished growing. It can be as big as they want it to be. Like, they are not bound to how big or small the tree has to be, because they get to decide how big or small the tree is. By the time we get there, they've already infiltrated the temple tree. Yeah, you're right, Devil Driver. You're right. But you know how you could fix that? The people writing the story could have it so that hasn't happened yet. Like, you can't tell me that the people who were, like, making the game were like, wow, can't wait to make this cool fucking raid where we defend the tree against attackers. Oh no, we're too late. The attackers are already in there. They did it without us even writing it. We couldn't stop them. No. The story is whatever they decide it to be. If they decide that they haven't infiltrated yet and we're defending it, that's how it happens, okay? Oh, it would be really good to have a raid where we're defending the tree. Oh, guys, sorry. I've just gone into the PTR and the tree isn't big enough yet. Sorry, guys. Like, they get to decide what it is, right? That's what making a game is. Like, if they decide... Then that happens, you know? But I really, really respect how real you think this game is. And I love that, by the way. I'm not mocking you. I envy you. I wish I was as like engrossed in the game as you. I wish my level of engagement and immersion was as strong. You're right, Tally. It would have been cool to have a raid set on the tree, but the tree's not big enough yet. It would have been cool to have a defense against an attack, but what can you do, man? They've already infiltrated.